Hi guys, today I would like to show you how to make the beautiful sun hat for a girl about 2 to 3 years old. I just used the crochet hook 3 mm, so with working of that size of crochet hook we can work our hat from the newborn to about 5 years old girl. During my video I will explain you what we need to do if you want to make the hat in different size. So if you want to make that hat for a child under 5 years old, you need to work with the crochet hook 3 mm. If you want to make that hat for a child between 5 to 10 years old, you need to use your crochet hook 4 mm, and if you would like to make that hat for a adult size, you need to work with crochet hook 4.5 mm. Our work, we need to start with a slip knot and then chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And now into our first chain we need to make a slip stitch, and now we've got a ring. Now we need to make chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. This is not count as any stitch, and now into our ring we need to work 15 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15, and at the end of our row we need to make a slip stitch into the top of our chain of 3. And again chain of 3, 1, 2 and 3. And now we need to start working on the every one stitch around. So first we need to work single crochet into the first double crochet into our first stitch, and now we need to work 1 double crochet onto the front of our first double crochet. So we are not working on the stitch this time. We need to put our crochet hook into the space between first double crochet and then chain of 3, and then we need to put our crochet hook into the second space between the first and second double crochet. Now we need to grab our yarn, and now we need to work double crochet, and again we need to go to the next one stitch. We need to work 1 double crochet, and then we need to make the same thing. We need to put our crochet hook into the space between second and third, and then into the space between third and fourth single crochet, and we need to work onto the front of our double crochet from the previous row. and again double crochet into the next stitch, and one more double crochet onto the front of the same double crochet. So we need to repeat that pattern all the way around, and at the end of that one row we're supposed to have 30 double crochets. Chain 3 is not counted as any stitch. Okay, so at the end of our row number 2 we need to make a slip stitch to the top of our chain 3, and now again row number 3 we need to make chain of 3, and now into our first stitch we need to work 2 double crochets, so 1 and 2. Then we need to make chain 1, and then into the second stitch we will be working onto the second stitch, but we need to make a double crochet onto the front of our double crochet from the previous row, so exactly in the same place as we've done in the previous row we need to work again onto the front of our double crochet. And now we need to go to our next stitch, and then we need to work 2 double crochets into the same stitch, then chain 1, and again we need to work onto the front of our double crochet from the previous row. And again we need to go to the next one stitch, and then we need to work 2 double crochets into the same stitch, then chain 1, and now we need to work onto the front of our double crochet from the previous row, and we need to repeat that pattern all the way around. So 2 double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, and then 1 double crochet onto the front of our double crochet from the previous row. So at the end of our row number 3, we're supposed to have 45 stitches and 15 chain 1 spaces, and then we need to make a slip stitch into the top of our chain 3, and again row number 4 we need to start with a chain 3, and then we need to make 1 double crochet in every one stitch, so first one and then into the second double crochet. Now 1 more double crochet into our chain 1 space, then chain 1, and now we need to work onto the front of our double crochet from the previous row. And again into the next 2 stitches we need to work double crochet, 1 and 2, then third double crochet into our chain 1 space, chain 1, and 1 double crochet onto the front of our double crochet from the previous row. And now we need to repeat that pattern all the way around, so into the next 2 stitches we need to work 1 double crochet, then 1 double crochet into the our chain 1 space, chain 1, and double crochet onto the front of our double crochet from the previous row. So at the end of our row number 4 we're supposed to have 60 stitches and 15 chain 1 spaces. We need to make the slip stitch into the top of our chain 3. Row number 5, chain of 3, and now we need to make double crochet into our first 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Now 1 double crochet into our chain 1 space. Now chain of 2, 1 and 2, and 1 double crochet onto the front of our double crochet from the previous row, and again 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, so as you can see what we are doing, we've had 3 double crochets, we had 2 double crochets from when we've done onto our stitch, and then third one we've done into our chain 1 space. So the third one we need to skip, and then we need to work 1 double crochet into our chain 1 space, and then we are making chain of 2, 1 and 2, and now we need to work onto the front of our double crochet from the previous row, and again 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, we need to skip the third one, then 1 double crochet into our chain 1 space, chain of 2, 1 and 2, and now double crochet onto the front of our double crochet from the previous row. So we need to repeat that pattern again all the way around. Double crochet into the next 2 stitches, skip the third one, double crochet into the chain 1 space, then chain of 2, and double crochet onto the front of a double crochet from the previous row. At the end of our row number 5 we need to make a slip stitch into the top of our chain 3, and then we need to start row number 6. So again chain of 3, now we need to work into our first 2 stitches, 1 double crochet, 1 and 2, then we need to skip our third stitch, and into our chain 2 space we need to work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Now we need to make chain of 2, 1 and 2, and double crochet onto the front of our double crochet from the previous row, and again we need to repeat what we've done before. So double crochet into the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, then we need to skip the third 1 stitch, and then 2 double crochets into the chain 2 space, 1 and 2. Now we need to make chain 2, 1 and 2, and then 1 double crochet onto the front of our double crochet from the previous row, and now we need to repeat that pattern all the way around. 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, then we need to skip our third one, 2 double crochets into our chain 2 space, then chain 2 and 1 double crochet onto the front of our double crochet from the previous row. At the end of our row number 6 we need to make a slip stitch into top of our chain 3, and then into the row number 7 we need to start with chain 3, and then we need to skip our first stitch, first double crochet, and then into the next 3 stitches we need to work 1 double crochet, so 1, 2 and 3, and now 1 double crochet into our chain 2 space, chain 2, 1 and 2, and then 1 double crochet onto the front of our double crochet from the previous row. And now we need to repeat as we've done before. We need to skip first stitch, and then into the next 3 double crochets we need to work 1 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, then 1 double crochet into our chain 2 space, chain of 2, 1 and 2, and now 1 double crochet onto the front of double crochet from the previous row. And now we need to repeat that pattern all the way around, and then into the next 11 rows. So we need to work exactly the same as we work now for the until the row number 18. I've done my 18 rows already, so what I want to show you now, you need to measure your hat from the top to the bottom, and it measure about 5 inches. Now I will show you the picture with head sizing chart, and then I will explain you what we need to do next. So as you've seen on the picture, when we've got about 5 inches our hat long, that is for newborn size. As I said, when I start recording my video, I will make the hat for about 2 years old girl, so I need to make about 6 rows more, because I need to make 7 inches long hat. I've done 5 inches, so about 6 rows more I need to make for the size 2 years old. I've done my 24 rows, so as I show you in the chart, we need to have 7 inches for the 2 years old girl. So we need to measure from the top of our hat to the base of ear, so like this, and I've got exactly 7 inches. So I checked this number of rows can fit even 3 years old girl, because the hat is very stretchy. Now we need to start working on our brim, so we need to make chain 1, and then in every one stitch we need to work 1 single crochet, and in every one stitch, and in every one chain as well, because we've got chain 2 spaces in our work, so we need to work in every one stitch, and then in every one chain 1 single crochet. So you need to repeat that all the way around, and then I will explain you what we need to do in the second row. I am at the end of my first row with when we start working on our brim, and now I just cut my yarn and I will use the second color, so I will join exactly into the same place as I made the slip stitch into the top of our chain 1. And then again we need to start make the chain 1, and now in next 4 stitches we need to make 1 half double crochet. So this is the first. Now I made second, third, and then fourth, and into our 5th stitch we need to work 2 half double crochets in 1 stitch. So first one and then second. And now we need to repeat exactly the same all the way around. So into the next 4 stitches we need to work 1 half double crochet, so 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and now into the 5th we need to work again 2 half double crochet in 1 stitch. So 1 and 2. So all the way around the same, 4 stitches with 1 half double crochet, and then 5th stitch with 2 half double crochet into the same stitch. When we finish our row number 2 we need to make a slip stitch into the top of our chain 1, and then into the next row 3, which I've done already, we need to make 1 half double crochet in every 1 stitch all the way around. And then we need to start working on our row or round number 4. So chain 1, and now we need to work 1 half double crochet in into the next 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and now into the 6th stitch we need to work 2 half double crochet into the same stitch, and again into the next 5 stitches we need to work 1 half double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then into the 6th we need to work 2 half double crochets in 1 stitch, 1 and 2, and basically we need to repeat that pattern all the way around. And then the next row number 5, we need to work 1 half double crochet all the way around. So this row we need to make 5 half double crochet, and then into the 6th stitch we need to work 2 half double crochet in 1 stitch, and then next row 1 half double crochet in every 1 stitch around. Into the row number 6 we need to make chain 1 and then 1/2 double crochet into the next 6 stitches. So I need to make the first one, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth, and then into the seventh we need to work 2 half double crochet into the one stitch. And now we need to repeat. Into the next 6 stitches we need to work 1/2 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then into the 7th we need to make 2 half double crochet into the same stitch, and then we need to repeat that pattern all the way around. After that, into the next row we need to work 1 single crochet all the way around, and then our brim will be finished. So finish that one row and then make 1 single crochet all the way around. So our brim is supposed to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows in total. So my hat is already done. I've done my brim to the end. So, and then I add the flower and 3 leaves. So if you are interested to make the same flower and the same leaves, you need to use the crochet hook size 3.5 millimeters, and actually you can go to my other videos and check how you can make it. And the leaves. For leaves I used 4 millimeter crochet hooks, and you can find in my videos the pattern as well. So hopefully you will like the hat, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.